Hey everyone, Jay Staples, Sober Caddy. Just talking, just in general, headquarters of Sober Caddy here in Dallas, Texas. But we're just talking about a number of things. And recovery, you have to work your tail off. And I don't understand why people are not willing to put the time and energy into getting into long-term recovery, getting sober. They want all these, society successful things, and they want to do all this, and some just want to get their parents off the back, and some just want to get courts off their back. Stop selling yourself short. You just don't want to put the work in now. You don't want to put the hard work it takes to get into long-term recovery. You become recovery focused. You put recovery 1,000% into every aspect of your life is yours. You won't have just a few doors to walk through. Every opportunity in life, you'll have 20, 25 doors that you can have the freedom to walk through. That's what long-term recovery has opened up for me, is anything that I want. As long as I'm willing to put in the work, I can attain. God, I found out just recently, it's taken me about 9 years to figure out, selling myself short if I think that everything should just be handed to me. I don't know where I would be. I guarantee I wouldn't be sober. I wouldn't be an active member in long-term recovery. I wouldn't be quote-unquote a success. It was the hard work. Man, I worked my tail off on a daily basis. Jay Staples, Sober Caddy Chronicles. Let me tell you a story. It's a 20-year-old kid goes to a funeral of his best friend who died of a heroin overdose. Less than an hour after the funeral, after saying goodbye to his best friend, after going through the emotions and the sorrows and the grief, less than an hour after leaving the funeral, he goes back to that same drug that took out his best friend, that killed his best friend. He goes back to that same drug and gets high all over again. Family calls me up and says, how powerful is that? Why would he do that? He just came out of treatment. And someone turns to the same drug that killed their best friend less than an hour after the funeral. You gotta start looking at maybe just 30 days of treatment isn't just the option. There's gotta be more. I have a hard time believing that we can change in 30 days of treatment. That strong belief. That same drug that kills your best friend, you turn to less than an hour after the funeral. This isn't about bad-mouthing 30-day treatment by any means. It's saying that 30-day treatment is part of a long-term plan to get people towards the solution. Let's start working as a team, and let's start looking towards long-term treatment and not putting 30-day little band-aids on. We can create long-term plans. We can be a long-term solution. We gotta stop underestimating the power of these drugs, and we gotta stop believing that this is just self-will or people are doing it because they're choosing to do it. And these people that are doing it are no longer living in certain areas. They're no longer making a certain, it's all across the board. Young and old, men and female, lower income, higher income, big house, small house, renting, buying. A solution? But if you think it's not happening in your own backyard, think again. Let's start creating long-term plans.